Alright guys, welcome back to another video today. In today's video, we're gonna talk about a very interesting topic, that is Platinum Arena champion usage. This is middle of the week. We can see a lot of people using speed team, but we are not gonna see speed team in Platinum Reset. And even the leaderboard right now, it does not accurately show you what type of champion top players want to use. That's why I took a look at last week's leaderboard and I made a chart by myself. I'm going to show you guys here. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Boom. That is our top arena champion usage. The result is quite shocking because look at who is number one. Look at who is number one here. This is the data of top 20 player. The reason I only look at top 20 player is that in this game, it's not like you can get whatever champion you want. You have to pull them. And top 20 player are most likely to be Kraken or Whales. They spend a lot of money and they have pretty much all the champion in this game. So this can more accurately show you what type of champion is good in this game. Alright? The reason that we don't look at mid platinum or bottom platinum is because those players might not have the meta champion. So I think I made a video like this a couple months ago, and I did a small search on YouTube. Let me show you guys this. This is me 4 months ago. Top arena champion usage of 2023. This was beginning of 2023. I believe Marichka and Terrace was just released to the game. And by just taking a look at the thumbnail, we can see it's completely different, right? The number one is Necrit. Let me just go in there, take a look. Just look at this. All right, maybe you guys can't see it. Let me drag it here. The number one is Necrit. Number two is Duchess, and then we have Morton Macab. And I can tell you guys this, Morton Macab didn't even make to the list today. People completely abandoned Morton Macab. And Terrace and Marichka was low because the champion was just released. Alright? And another surprising thing that you guys might not believe is that Warlord didn't even make the list. What? No one in top 20 is using Warlord. People completely abandoned Warlord and Morton Macab. Warlord was the number one champion for Arena for more than 2 years, ever since I started play Racial Alliance, and then just fall off for some reason. I think Warlord is still really good, but people just, top player just abandoned Warlord and they decide to go for Yumiko instead. So we're gonna talk about these champions in this video. It's gonna be a very fun video. The first one is Ultimate Death Knight. The top 20 players, they all love this champion. This guy has a 85% usage amongst top 20 player. And this is a 100% free champion. And I've been saying this for a while. This is the best free champion we've ever seen. Maybe even amongst the Fusion, this is top 3 amongst Fusion and free champion. The guy is so good. Alright, the guy is just so good. In Classic Arena and Live Arena. We all know his skill kit, so no need to talk about it. And yeah, he's just a great champion. The next one is Terrace and Marichka. Terrace is leading Marichka a little bit. It's because maybe that player doesn't have Marichka, because there's no reason to, like, if you have both of these champions, there's no reason not to use them, right? So yeah, I think these two champions are equally good. Again, no reason to talk too much about them. They are just the meta champion. And if we think back from early 2020 when Sifi and Rose was released, they were also like broken level strong, and they dominated Arena for like 2 years, and then new OP champion was released. So I expect to see these two champions dominating Arena for another 1.5 years or something. So that, yeah, I don't think Plarium is gonna release another strong champion to just overpower them. I don't think so. So yeah, you're just gonna pull them. Unless you don't care about Arena. The only way is just to get these two champions. And I don't have any of them. So that's fine. And the next one is Sifi. Sifi leading Duchess by a little bit. Also, a bit of surprise for me to see Duchess fall off a lot. I still think Duchess in the game is the overall best champion in the game. Duchess Lily too. Because the reason I think people are not using Duchess is people have Marichka. And this is a dual champion, right? So no need to use Duchess. And about Sifi and Duchess, they're pretty much equally strong in Arena, I think. They're equally strong, and Sifi is Void Affinity. Is that a good thing? Maybe that's a good thing, right? And A1 Sleep. Super cool stuff in her skill kit, no need to talk about it. And Sifi is super fast and has insane healing. People just underestimate the healing from the passive. So yeah, I think Sifi and Duchess, they're just equally strong. And the next one is Yumiko, the only champion in this list that can put a champion skill to cooldown. Like I said, people just completely abandon Warlord for some reason. In my opinion, I think Warlord and Yumiko, they are equally strong in arena defense. But I guess people just choose to go with Yumiko. Alright. Yeah, I think they're pretty much the same. Maybe they're a little bit different in arena offense, but for defense, I think they're pretty much the same. Or maybe you can build like Yumiko super fast. That's another reason. Yeah, okay. So I guess people just like Yumiko a little bit more than Warlord. I think last time Yumiko and Warlord are pretty much at the same place here in the middle, right? But this time we don't see Warlord, and that's fine. And then next one is Rhodos. The old king is still being used a little bit by the top 20 players. This is like 15% usage. So 3 out of top 20 players are using Rhodos. This is an old champion, so most of arena players, they have a very high level empowered Rhodos and high level awaken. And I still think this is a great champion, but he can be countered. Like I see people use Harima on offense against a Rhodos defense. It works really well. Harima is just a very hard counter to Rhodos and Ultimate Death Knight, of course, right? And then the next one is Necrit. He was the #1 on my list. Earlier this year, he is seeing like 75% usage in this February, and today in June, Necrit completely fall behind. Nobody use Necrit anymore. Everybody choose to go with Ultimate Death Knight than Necrit, right? I guess this just clearly shows that Ultimate Death Knight is better than Necrit in top arena. Necrit is a Void Legendary and Ultimate Death Knight is a 100% free champion. Think about that. Alright, think about that. Okay, the next one. The next 5, I think some of these are just outliers. We have the Piggy, Ramantu, Helikath, Leoris, and Harima. Some of them I feel like it's just some top arena player was testing out some champion, so they decide to put them there. The only 2 worth mentioning is the Piggy here, right? We all know this guy is super strong, and I believe when he was first released, he was really popular. I'm seeing like 10 out of top 20 people putting this champion on their defense team. The good thing he does is he brings RNG to the battle, which is good. This is a buff removal, and people use like stun set, something like that on him, and he just stuns the enemy team. Randomly stuns enemy team, and the passive just stealing buffs. And he also got a revive skill, so he brings RNG to the team. But nowadays he's not super popular. Only 1 out of the top 20 players is using him. Still a good champion, And the next one worth mentioning is Harima. Okay, so I think everybody knows about this champion by now, right? Look at this rating. I spent 50,000 gems during Harima 10x event last month trying to get her, and I did not. I still really want her. She is the only non-void legendary I really need on my account. So really OP champion, just overall really OP champion. A lot of damage, and this passive is OP. But still, I think this champion is mostly for arena offense or live arena. I don't think it's a good idea to put her on defense. A good defense champion, you just got better option. So overall, if you guys are interested in pushing Platinum Arena, I think you can literally pick any 4 of these champions and make a team, and it will work. So my suggestion to you guys, if you are interested in Arena, is just to pick any 4 of these champions. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. Just pick any 4 of these. It will make a good team. Yeah, I'm missing the most important 2 on this list, Terrace and Merchka. I didn't have single of them. So a bit of unfortunate stuff. And I don't think I'm gonna spend on shards unless they release a very good deal. So I probably won't get these 2 champions forever, Terrace and Merchka. But it is what it is. I still like this game, right? Even though I have to live without these 2 champions. Wish you guys good luck if you guys wanna summon these 2. I think if you summon for these now, it's worth it. Just wait for the 10x event. Alright, you can enjoy these 2 champions for another year and a half until another OP champion was introduced to the game. Okay, so that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Alright, let me know what you guys think. Is there any champion on this list that surprised you guys? Let me know in the comments below. And I will see you guys in a video soon. Bye!